Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Drop. We got a crazy shoe in. So Adidas brought back the Kobe's, right? That's what it was called. And they're just calling it the crazy one because they can't use Kobe's name. And this shoe is still available. It's in this exact colorway. It goes for 150 bucks. If you guys do want to cop, I try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. But this shoe came out like more than 20 years ago. So it came out back in 2000, and Kobe Bryant, wore this shoe the entire season, and he went to the finals in this shoe as well, which is kind of crazy. He was playing in this freaking shoe at the highest level. If you guys didn't know, Kobe was originally signed to Adidas, and of course he went to Nike. Um, and the design of the shoe was actually inspired by his car. Like, he had an Audi. So yeah, that's why it looks freaking weird. But anyways, let's get it started off with the Tracciones, and we got a solid yellow rubber outsole. We have also herringbone. We have 3 dots here in the forefoot, and we have the Adidas logo here in the midfoot, and also a torsion system. And this is all this purple, right? This is all plastic, right? So of course that'll be good for torsional support, and it's basically just in the midfoot, right? But the traction, so the traction is all herringbone, and on my wood floors it seems all right so far. I don't know why, but in my cork colorway, the traction was really good. But right now on my wood floors, this kind of like Lakers colorway, it doesn't feel as good for me right now. And also the bite doesn't seem amazing, right? So hopefully I just need to break it in. I'm definitely gonna play in these and try these out and probably do a dozen basketball. But yeah, I mean, as far as the durability goes, it feels like it's gonna be very durable. The rubber is super hard, grooves are deep, and also we have a lot of surface area, right? A lot of grooves. But I am a little bit worried about the traction performance. So there's that. Moving on to the heel to toe transition, holy crap guys, I don't know how Kobe played in these, honestly, right? And just because an NBA player played in a shoe doesn't mean it's great. You know what I mean? Just because, like, when I say a shoe isn't that good, some people say, I don't know, Michael Jordan played in the Jordan 1, so it has to be great. I mean, like, yeah, but like at that time, with the tech, yeah, I guess it was a good ball shoe, but comparing it to like modern basketball shoes is not good. You know what I mean? Like, people used to play in Chucks, that was the original basketball shoe, wasn't it? But anyways, yeah, so heel to toe transition. Here in the heel, I guess we rounded shape, fully exposed midsole. So it feels pretty nice here in the heel, but look at look at how flat it is, guys. Look at this. It is a crazy slapper, and it doesn't freaking flex at all, dude. It doesn't flex at all. So like, it's just super clunky. You know what I mean? I mean, here in the heel, it's all right, but the rest of the forefoot is just terrible. Look at that, clunk, clunk. So I don't like that, just in my personal opinion. I like to have a very flexible midsole. I like to have a very smooth feeling shoe, you know what I mean? So there's that. Moving on to the cushioning setup. So we have an injected EVA midsole, just EVA guys, and it sucks. So one thing that surprised me though when I put these on is the core feel is actually really good. You're really low to the ground, but then the cushion is stiff. It sucks. There's very little compression, so that sucks. And also the insole sucks. The insole is very, very thin. And then the strobe board sucks. The strobe board is super stiff. It's like, the original strobe boards that they used to use, So, I mean, Adidas nowadays, with the Harden Volume 7, the BYW Select and stuff like that, they have like a little bit of a cutout, and the strobe board is actually a little bit softer, especially in like the Ultra Boost, you know what I mean? But here, I mean, maybe they could have done a resto mod and make the strobe board at least a little bit softer, but yeah, the cushion is, the only thing good about it right now is that it feels like it has good core feel, and that's it, so the cushion kind of sucks. And now moving on to the material. So we have holy crap guys, this material is super thick. This is the thickest freaking material that I've ever felt, and it's also the stiffest material that I've ever felt, besides I guess like foam posits, you know what I mean? And it just and also this creasing, there's so much creasing in this. I don't know how Kobe played in this. I just feel bad, you know what I mean? The early 2000s, it was rough, and all. You can see the laces here. There's a lot of eyelets, which is pretty interesting. And also here in the toe box, we have like a plastic material for, I guess, more durability if you do toe drags for some reason. But like, you don't need this because this material is absolutely a tank, Also, we have the 3 stripes logo here on the lateral and medial side, which is cool, I guess. And then for the tongue, we actually have like an average amount of padding. It's not even that well padded. And then here, like on the sides, we have like this double layered kind of material, and it's actually, there's a good amount of padding. I guess that does feel pretty nice. And then in the ankle area, like in the back, we have like an average amount of padding as well. But like, this material is terrible. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed this shoe. Like, holy crap, it doesn't feel good. And I feel like, you know, the cork material that I had, it broken a little bit better, but this is, I feel like the original material, I actually didn't play in the original, so I'm not 100% sure how it compares to the originals. But yeah, this is just terrible synthetic material, and they just made it way too thick, you know what I mean? So there's that. Moving on to the fit, I went up half a size, and thank God I went up half a size, just because it's a very snug fit lengthwise, right? So I would suggest going up half a size for most people. But here in the toe box, it is a little, it's weird, right? So here, like at the edge of the toe, it's kind of snug, but then once you get a little bit back, it gets a little bit more roomy, right? And I can curl my toes up a little bit more. So it's a pretty weird toe box for me personally. And also width-wise, I would say it's like a little wide, normal to a little wide, right? So yeah, the fit isn't amazing. And also it just feels like very padded here in the ankle area, but also like a little roomy here in like the heel area right here. So just a weird fitting shoe for me, right? And as far as the support and lockdown goes, this has to be the most supportive shoe ever. I don't know. I mean, just like old school shoes, they have a lot of support, you know what I mean? So I mean, this shoe, your foot is not going anywhere. You don't even need any lateral counters, you know what I mean? So lateral containment, you should be good to go. Look at this material, it's just super duper stiff, you know what I mean? Like, no matter how big you are, you should be fine in the shoe. Also, lateral stability, pretty interesting. They have a very, very wide base. Look at that. You know, I like what they did here. It's not a crazy outrigger, but the midsole does protrude out a good amount. So lateral stability is very good. And also, like I said, the cushion, you're super low to the ground. So I do like that. There seems to be a little bit of heel slippage though. My heel doesn't seem completely locked down. So that definitely does suck. But everything else, it seems like very, very supportive. So there's that. And also the shoe feels overall super duper stiff. You know, the sole, the material, you know what I mean? And now moving on to the weight. How much do you guys think this shoe weighs? This shoe is probably honestly though, it doesn't feel super duper heavy though. But I'm still guessing like 15 ounces, right? 14, 15 ounces. Yeah, 14.53 ounces. Let's check the other shoe. 53 ounces. Exactly the same weight, right? So yeah, this shoe feels heavy. This shoe feels stiff, like the actual sole, and it feels like a slapper. And also the material is just so damn bulky and like stiff feeling too. How did you guys play in this back in the day? You know what I mean? I was alive in the 2000s, but I was like young, so I wasn't playing ball, especially in this shoe. But older people, older gentlemen, I don't know how you guys did it back in the 2000s and also the 90s, you know. But yeah, as far as the aesthetics go, no, I don't know why, but some shoes or some colorways I do like. And like just this all white color with like the yellow and like subtle hints of purple is actually kind of dope, honestly. But yeah, I'd have to say it's a no-go for me. I mean, I feel like nowadays, right now, it's more on like the bulky shoes. You know, that's kind of in right now, right? So I guess it doesn't look terrible. I don't know. I'm indifferent. You know what I mean? So tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So as far as my first impressions go, I don't know. I don't know. I definitely don't know if it'll it probably won't basketball well. I mean, in my cork colorway, the traction was actually really good. And like I said, that cork material actually broke in pretty nicely. Well, it didn't break in nicely, but like better than I expected, you know what I mean? But this material is just crazy stiff. So I don't know. We'll have to see. And also, like I said, the traction doesn't feel that good in this colorway for some reason. Maybe they changed up the rubber compound, but yeah, it's not feeling too good. And I mean, it'll probably basketball. Obviously, it'll basketball because Kobe played in it. But how will it compare to modern shoes? You know what I mean? And like, will it basketball well? That's the question too. So, yeah, my first impressions, nah, I'm not liking it. I'm not looking forward to playing in it. But yeah, I guess it's pretty cool to revisit a shoe that's more than 20 years old, right? But anyways, that about concludes this video. Again, if you guys do want to cop, I try to leave the free link in the description box, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.